How's it? We are live Wednesday afternoon. Let's talk about maybe 5 to 6 ball games here, probably 6 ball games on games that you want to talk about. And it's a recorded podcast, so you can always re-listen to it tonight. I can talk about any ball game that you guys want to talk about. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having a very nice Wednesday afternoon. Go ahead and pop the games in here, and let's go ahead and start talking about these ball games that you want to talk about. We can talk about NFL. We can talk about college football. We can talk about baseball, whatever you want to do. Hello, Casey. Good to see you, my man. How's it? Titans versus Bills? Sure. So, as far as the Titans versus the Bills go, Bills are about a 9.5 point chalk, pretty heavy. Bills coming off a big win. Titans coming off a big loss, 20-21 against the Giants. Ugly loss. It sucks because the Titans were up, right? 20-13. They were actually up 13-0 at the half, and they fall short. The Bills here coming in here winning a nice 31-10 game. They got Miami on deck. Bills pretty much dominated, so to speak. I don't know. It was 10-all at the half, and then the wheels fell off for the Rams. Head to head, these two teams met in 2021, and the Titans won 34-31. So the Bills do have a little bit of revenge. Obviously, the Bills coaching staff has some folks from Tennessee. Tennessee has won this game in back-to-back games. It's interesting. It's a heavy, heavy chalk game, but I like. It's interesting because the coach, the Titans have Vrabel as their coach, and they just really lost a game they shouldn't have, and they have Las Vegas on deck. But my early lean when I saw this game, also know that the totals are at 48.5. My early lean on this game was the Titans to bounce back immediately after a difficult first game. So, remember the Titans are pretty good as far as I think they're 8-2 on Monday night games. Isn't this the Monday night game? I could be wrong. Yeah, 8-2 ATS on Monday night games. And the Bills coming off a huge win. They could be in for a letdown here. They're 2-5 ATS on Monday night games as well. So I like the Bills there. Moving on. Hey Tariq, how's it? Hope you're doing well. So let's see here. So they call me the Eritrean cowboy. Nice, man. Nice. I bet you probably crush tennis handicapping if you had time to do it. Yeah, we probably would. But we're focused on our other sports, Wes, as you know, NFL and college football and baseball and all the other sports that we do. So, all right, someone send me the next game here. We just finished the first game. Someone shoot me the next game. Hello, Kim. Good to see you. Waiting on 5 more games here to give you leans on, and then we'll wrap it up here. 49ers. Hey, Joe. Good to see you. 49ers versus the Hawks. Sure. 49ers heavy chalk here. Seattle coming off a big win. Yeah, I saw this game earlier today. By the way, our thoughts can definitely change as of Thursday, right when our picks come out. So keep that as a caveat. All of these can change by Thursday at 6 o'clock. We actually release our football play. So these are just early leans. So if they change, don't get mad at me. But as a courtesy, I'm doing it because of the games that you asked me to do. But most of what I say will probably be true. It'll stick to our Thursday at 6 p.m. if we decide to use one of these games on our card. Seattle comes off a nice 17-6 win over Denver, a game that they never should have won, but happy for them, I guess. Seattle in that game only, they had 177 yards passing to Denver's 330. Just a horrible game Denver out possessioned them by 8 minutes. Just a horrible, horrible game. Russell Wilson ends up losing to Geno Smith. It's a shame. But keep in mind that, you have the Niners here who lost to Seattle 30-23 last time. They lost them 28-21 the time before. They lost them 23-28 the time before. Seattle has beaten the Niners 4 straight times. And the Niners come off an unbelievably 10-19 loss at the hands of Chicago. Lance went 13 for 28, 164 yards, and 1 interception. A horrible game. Fields goes 8 for 17 for 121, 2 touchdowns, and he ends up winning. The craziest thing in the world. But I think there's one lean here, and for us, they need San Fran to bounce back. They have the revenge against Seattle. Seattle coming off a big win, so classic letdown spot. I like the Niners. Notre Dame versus Cal. Well, Notre Dame is 0-2. Pretty sure that kicks them out of the rankings, right? Cal is, I saw this game earlier. The total's around 43 or so, 40 now. I leaned on the under originally. Cal is 2-0, by the way. They beat UNLV and UC Davis. Notre Dame continues to struggle. But, Notre Dame comes off a 21-26 loss to Marshall. They come off a 10-21 loss to Ohio State. Their defense has been pretty good. Their offense has struggled. If you look at Notre Dame's, they got outrushed pretty badly, which is why the issue was. I mean, they got beat by Marshall. There's just no doubt about that. The original leaning that I thought about this game was the under. These two teams have never met before. I think Notre Dame, when they respond to adversity, it's going to be through their defense. The under is 7-3 for the Golden Bears overall, and the under is I should say the under for Cal is 7-3 in the last 10, and the under for the Fighting Irish is 6-2 in their last 8 home games. I like the under there between Notre Dame and Cal. All right, so Notre Dame, Cal under as well, and I'll make sure to recap all this for you when we close up. By the way, we went 6-2 in football last week. Hopefully, we'll do something similar this week. Hello, Top Set. Good to see you. Dolphins. Yeah. So let's take a look at that Dolphins game here. Dolphins game. This is on Sunday. Baltimore is favored by 3.5. Miami's catching 3.5. Miami comes off a big 20-7 win over New England. Pretty much dominated them. Miami only rushed for 65 yards, but Mac Jones gets beat by his former teammate Tua Tagovailoa. It seems that the Dolphins always have Miami and Baltimore played last year, and Miami won 22-10. Baltimore comes off a nice victory over the Jets, 24-9, pretty dominating fashion. But what's interesting about that game is that Baltimore, didn't play that great, and they were able to win. The Jets actually had time of possession, 32 minutes. Lamar Jackson didn't play well. 17 for 30 is not good. Flacco went 37 for 59. My original thought on this game, the public is favoring the under a little bit. I actually like the over. I think you're going to see Lamar Jackson play a little bit better. And I think that Miami has a lot more in the tank on the offensive side. The Patriots' strength is their defense, which is why they didn't score as many points as they could have. So I actually like Miami and the Ravens over. Okay. Moving on here. I also love Joe. I hope those answer your questions. I also love the Texans. Sure, we'll take a look at that game too for you. So the Texans game, they're a 9.5-point dog against Denver. I don't know, man. The Texans obviously tied Indianapolis, and to their credit, they played pretty hard. Indianapolis came all the way back, right, on this team, and it's a game that's wild for Matt Ryan and Indianapolis. Mills actually played pretty well, 2 touchdowns. But I think Denver is going to be super ticked off, and I think Houston's going to have a massive letdown. I think Denver is going to be furious coming off that 16-17 loss to Seattle, a game that they should have won. And it's incredible that they're coming off of a -6-point favorite loss, and now they're back at home as a -9.5-point favorite. I think Denver does very well, and I'll take Denver minus the 9.5 here because I think Denver dominated every facet of that game, and they outgained them, they outpossessioned them. There's no reason why they should have lost that game. And I think Houston's going to be in for a classic letdown after the Indianapolis game. So I'll take Denver minus the 9.5 there. Moving on, I think that's about it, right? We'll give you one more game here. The Rays and the Blue Jays, and let's make sure that's not a premium play for me. The Rays, Blue Jays, I can't give you that. That's actually our 6-unit top play with Caples. I'm sorry. But I can talk to you about any other game. I believe Lamar Jackson shakes off the rust in this game. That's why I like the Miami and the Ravens over, by the way. I see. What are your thoughts on the Bears plus 10? The Bears plus 10. Yeah, I mean the Packers coming off. I mean, I like the Packers. I'm going to be laying chalk there. The Bears should not have beaten San Francisco. That's just ridiculous. There's just no reason why they should have beat them. It's just so dumb. I mean, you have a team that literally Chicago had 105 passing yards and 99 rushing yards, and San Fran unbelievably lost to this team. I think that the Packers are going to be ticked off from that Minnesota loss, 7-23, ugly game. They can't lose to a division rival, especially a division rival that's already 1-0 now. Green Bay had 227 passing yards. It wasn't that bad. They just could not just do what they needed to do when they needed to do it. Rodgers was 23-34, less than 200 yards, didn't throw for a touchdown either. So I think that makes sense here is to take Green Bay minus the points. So let me give you a quick recap here. These are my 6 leans on this. We don't do more than 6 here. Icy, what are you drinking today? Drew, I'm drinking some coffee, man. It's, ice caramel macchiato. It's good. You know, I got a Sprite here on the other side, right? Your recap. Again, this can change after Thursday, right? When our plays come out around 6 o'clock. But as of now, Bills. Sorry, I don't like the Bills. What am I saying here? As of now, I like the Tennessee Titans plus the 9.5. I like the 49ers minus the 9.5. I like Notre Dame and Cal under. I like Miami and the Ravens over, the Dolphins Ravens over. I like the Denver Broncos minus the 9.5. And I like the Green Bay Packers minus the chalk as well. That is your live show today. Hope you guys are doing great. Of course, top set. Hope you guys are doing great. Please feel free to listen to back this anytime. Hope you join us for our baseball, 6-unit play, and our football plays this week. Please take a moment and like this video and subscribe. Take care.